Hello and welcome back to the Premeire 1 Network, and welcome back to an NBA themed Monday here on the Premeire 1 Network. And we are beginning the theme of NBA Monday, which is not related to Sports Gaming Universe. As we begin the My Player series that started it all, which ended a couple of days ago. It ended its first season. Welcome back to the Phoenix Wright My Player series. This is episode 8. In the last episode, he played his last rival game of the season, and the Suns missed the playoffs. And now this time, he's gonna try his best to see if he can make it through this season. But there you see Phoenix is getting ready for his first game. He is a member of the Phoenix Suns. He'll be wearing the number 87 throughout his career. Now starting to add up some skill points to him. Work up on his free throwing here. Now let's take a look at the endorsements he currently has here. Oh, wait a minute. It didn't save. Whoops. See, this is what happened. Rubio won. Phoenix got second place. And the Spurs win the championship by beating Miami, which is the total opposite of what's going on, because Oklahoma City beat the Spurs in the Western Conference Finals in real life. Now they are still in the off season. Here. And now let's take a look at the trade to see who's interested in Phoenix. The teams are the New Orleans Hornets and the Golden State Warriors. Right now, he and Coach Gentry decided, they were arguing about what role would Phoenix have. As we finish up the skill points here, as you can see, things are looking good for Phoenix. His career is bright in the league. As you can see, the first rival game will be against the San Antonio Spurs at the AT&T Center. Then the next one will be going to the American Airlines Center to take on the Mavericks. And then in the next episode, it'll be this one, and then it'll be the battle against my Lakers. Hopefully Dallas will be traded by then. Because right now, I don't see him playing these many rival games. Heck, Reverend Lovejoy has to do it too. So he's not demanding a trade. He wants to play as a member of the Phoenix Suns. So now, as the Suns are 5-2, off to a great start, while the Spurs are 3-3. That doesn't mean a good start doesn't equal a good start. Doesn't equal a playoff run. I mean, look what happened to the Kings. At least they're the one that made it look good. As now we're heading to San Antonio for the first game of the second season of the Phoenix Wright My Player. Oh, by the way, did you see when I was loading up Phoenix Wright's file? That's the order I'm going to go into. Phoenix, Max, and then Kitchen the Nuts, and then the debut of Reverend Lovejoy. But don't count this out just yet. There is a possibility I may do another game of NBA. Another My Player series. So, don't count that out yet.
Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, broadcasting live alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Miller. Starting for Phoenix, they won that game.
As you can see, they
barely squeaked by with that one, edging out by just 1 point. I thought their game plan offensively.
the both lineups are staying the same, so that means Phoenix might be shooting guard most of this season with the Suns.
Now the opening lineup for the Phoenix Suns. It's presented by State Farm. We've got Landry Fields, Jennings right out there with Gortat, then it's Brooks, and it's Dudley in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Spurs, Jefferson and Duncan making up a...
Now let's take a look at the Phoenix bench. Whoops, other side. That's what you wear if you're a member of the Spurs, which is nice, because they get to switch. Stays the same. As now Phoenix is back out, is on the court for the first time in this episode.
He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. Feeds to Carricker.
So the Spurs played the Lakers.
Smith against Wright. All sorts of time, and the shot is good.
Oh, the former Laker.
To find the open jumper instead. Brooks kicks to Wright. Deflects the pass.
As Phoenix commits a turnover. Goody, this season's going off really well.
Wright is whistled for reaching in.
Bullshit. Wait, did the Spurs really get Josh Smith? Oh, J.R. Smith, excuse me.
That's his first foul. Here is Blake. He had 15 points.
The AT&T Center is not only home for the Spurs, but it's the home of the American Hockey League San Antonio Rampage and the WNBA's San Antonio Silver Stars. So it's the free throw line for the Suns.
Great stuff, Doris. Thanks. That's a mantra, Clark, we're going to hear, I think, a lot from coaches. Defense first.
Yeah, you hear it all the time, Kevin, and that's the identity they want to have today, and I think it'll work for them as long as they execute it.
Yeah, exactly. It's one thing to say it, but you got to bring it. I think this team has to show great energy and aggression early on if they're going to win this game.
Tell you what, it seems like all it takes is just a little bit of defense for him to be tentative on those layup attempts.
Right inside. Covered by Parker.
And Phoenix commits a turnover again.
Pass from Wright on the interior, so close to the hoop, not much spacing.
Now he has to defend Tony Parker.
Stolen by Brooks.
Great job defensively, getting out and forcing that
As
turnover.
there's Phoenix as he is fouled. So he's off to the free throw line for him.
That one on Parker.
Yeah, the official all over that one. That's a good call there.
You got to give credit to the official there. I mean, being in the right position to make that call, that's what they get paid to do.
Free throw drops.
And he made it. That's his first point of the season.
For the Spurs. Duncan comes in for Splitter. And it's Jefferson in for Derek Carricker. And Phoenix also making a switch here. Gortat's checked in. He's off on the second.
So far he has a point.
Early with their work on the boards. Yeah, only a moderate advantage here, a slight one, but as the game wears on, it's a 1-0 definitely look to build on.
Here is Brooks. Coming It's Fields. Shoots it up. Brooks misses.
Not the best shot selection there.
Well, I agree. He could have gotten something better on that trip.
It's Jefferson outside.
But he gets good shot defense as he goes back to a C average.
So tough.
Barely a C average, that I might add.
Brooks kicks to Wright.
As he gets blocked and he's back to C minus again. Charge.
Backing down is Jefferson. 6 to shoot. Parker against Brooks. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
That's his third minute in 4 attempts, guys. So quick start for the game.
Wright outside. Stop the run.
As Phoenix scores his first point of the game, basket of the game, as he's back to C average again. So far he has 3 points. And he's back to C minus again. Jeez, he's been back to forth between the C pluses and the C minus and the C average.
And here is Brooks.
Giving it to Childress. Is he gonna make it? Nope.
But it's no good.
At the end of the first quarter, the Suns trail the Spurs 18 to 13. Now it's time for the advertisement for November 21st.
Tune in next Wednesday night. The Minnesota Timberwolves go up against Manu Ginobili and the San Antonio Spurs. It's Western Conference action.
How funny that they're playing the Timberwolves, the former team of Phoenix Wright, is playing against the team he's currently playing against right now. And now there's the Silver Dancers, as they send him back on the bench, and that's the end of the half with the Spurs surprisingly winning 42 to 37. Now watch, they're probably gonna blow it.
It's more NBA coming your way.
Now it's time for HP at the half.
Thursday night action. Let's get into it. HP at the half.
Aaron Brooks leads the scoring for the Suns, and Tim Duncan leads for the Spurs.
The Miami Heat will go up against the Pistons out in Detroit.
Spurs are on fire. I mean, the Heat are on fire, excuse me.
Mixing it up in that one. That one gets going at 7 p.m. Eastern. And one game also on the docket. The Bucks
Oh, a battle between two crappy teams.
7:30 Eastern tip time. And the other game that's scheduled later tonight.
Whoa! Where did Golden State come from? They're 7-2.
A 7:30 Eastern time is tip-off. That's it here. Now let's send you back to Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris for the start of the third quarter.
Thank you very much. As Phoenix is back out on the court, as he's gonna be back in as Steve Nash. Oh no! So he'll be playing against the guy that Phoenix got traded for when he was with Minnesota.
In at the small forward position. Yeah, just
Wait, is it really Steve Nash? Let me check the game track here. No, it's Steven Nash. Excuse me. It looked like Steve Nash for a second. For a second there, I thought, oh no, he's got
1 for 4 here in the third quarter.
oh, he's in as point guard.
unloads from 9.
As he gets a teammate graded slightly lowered because of bad shot selection.
Trailed by 4. Smith outside. He kicks it to Carricker. Left tray. Shot is off. And Phoenix will take it the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how this season series plays out.
And he gets blocked, and once again his teammate grade got lowered.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing, doesn't it, Steve?
It sure does, and now it's to the point where they just feel unstoppable.
Here's Nash. He dishes it to Carricker. The Spurs need to get
So
a
that's
shot
who
off here.
Stephen Nash
One
is.
on the clock. He squares up and sinks it. Smith's got 11. And
As
in terms
Phoenix
of
gets the
4
ball
games
back, as
between these two this season, I think it's a series that could get
that was not a
pretty
bad
heated
shot
if the games
selection.
go
He had
on.
no choice but to
see
pass.
what kind of tone is set here tonight. I think that might go a long way to determining what the rest of the series is like. But we'll see. Tonight will be
As Phoenix tries to take a three, and nope, misses.
San Antonio trailing here. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And I thought the difference, guys, was the bench production. Those guys were terrific.
Well, I call it instant offense, Steve. They might have even been better.
Whoa, that was
with
close.
Reserves in there. That's how good they were playing.
Unloads from 9.
And he misses with a bad shot selection, so he's closing into a deep plus.
Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. He feeds at the bottom. For the lead, Phoenix grabs the miss.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
Smith dishes to Nash. Back to Smith. Down low, Carricker. The jump hook.
And the Spurs tie the game, unfortunately for that.
Bring him up from mid-range area. You know, sometimes we forget about the value of the mid-range or in-between games.
As Phoenix,
This team has
oh my
made
God,
their last
he
10
can't believe that
with
missed.
shot, the in-between shot.
But
The shot's good.
they got it.
Lopez.
I think whichever team starts to dominate the glass could really take control of this game.
I won't disagree with you. I mean, it's so tight between these teams right now on the board that you're just waiting to see which team might pull away.
6 on the shot clock. Nash right side. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Suns leading inside. Here's Childress. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Yeah, going straight to the hoop, attacking the whole way.
Yeah, nice finish.
And now the
Have that break off in style.
Now, here's Nash. Smith left side. Over Wright.
and there's a good shot defense, so he's back at mostly C- range again.
Both teams playing well.
And that is the end of the third. At the end of the third quarter, with the Suns leading 50-46. And now it's time for another advertisement for November 19th.
Coming up next Monday, Blake Griffin and the Los Angeles Clippers go up against Rudy Gay and the Memphis Grizzlies. Live from Memphis. Do not miss it.
Wow, the Clippers are actually doing good without Chris Paul. As they send him on the bench as the Suns win 84-74.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. Some days.
So he only lost 70 skill points, which is okay, because he's probably going to get more at the press conference. But speaking of the press conference, let's go there now.
You guys managed to hold them off in a game that was probably a little closer than you would have liked. How did you feel about the team's performance tonight?
We got the job done, which is the most important thing. I think we can certainly play better than we did, but as long as you outscore the other guys, then there really isn't a lot of room to complain. I thought at one point we could turn this into a blowout, and that didn't happen, but shoot, I'll take a win like this any night of the week.
Well said there, Phoenix. As now the Adele fans are starting to speculate that if Phoenix wants out of Arizona. Oh, Phoenix gets a sports magazine after him. It says, quote, "Phoenix, what's up, my man? We really think you're the next big thing in the NBA. We want everyone to know that. This month's issue of 2K magazine is all yours. Holla back to the Sports Magazine. That's unbelievable. Now let's take a look here as I'm going to hit A to view the endorsement. And look at this. You on this, Phoenix Wright, is the future of the NBA. And that's what I call a glitch. Because he's sleeping. And look at that. He's named next to two of his former teammates. Michael Beasley and Kevin Love. That's incredible. So now we're going to the rest of the season as the Suns are starting to make their way up. Work their way up in the division. Even though there's been speculation that he wants out of Arizona. But Phoenix says no. He likes it in Arizona. But this game might determine it as they now head to Dallas to take on the Mavericks at the American Airlines Center, the home of the Dallas Mavericks and also the home of the Dallas Stars of the National Hockey League. But when Phoenix gets out there, see, they say the same.
We're coming at you from American Airlines Center in beautiful Dallas, Texas, as the Mavericks prepare to take the court. The Suns won the road trip here before heading back to Phoenix. This is a team showing a better record this year over last. This was their goal, and it's coming to fruition so far.
Looking at the Suns, they've climbed the ranks this season. They've definitely changed for the better, and now they find themselves really within shouting distance of the top.
And that's a huge accomplishment because they were not that close last year. So they've made major improvement. And we'll see if they can continue to go on this upward path and carry this momentum forward.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix.
Now Coach Gentry has put Phoenix as a shooting guard. Yeah, Phoenix is probably getting angry because he's getting sick of being the shooting guard all the time. And now let's do what I've been planning on doing since last season. Let's get the American Airlines Center. Well, as you can see, this is not an ordinary building over here, because look at the size of the scoreboard. It's freaking humongous. It's freaking humongous. As there you see the banners. You can see the banners are over on this side, which is there's their lone Western Conference Championship banner, where they lost to Miami in that year, which I was hoping Dallas would win. But little did I know, I had to wait 5 years later witness them win. And what? There's another Western Conference banner, and there's their 20th anniversary banner, which is kind of creative. I like that. So,
Kevin, to sum up his goal, he said that everyone needs to have the same mindset on defense today, or they won't have success. He's warned his team that they're up against a unit.
and there's a pass to assist for Phoenix as now they lead 9-0 over the Dallas Mavericks.
Stay awake, Kevin.
Very good, Doris. Thanks. Mark, you think they'll be able to make that strategy work for them?
Well, we'll see, Kevin. I mean, holding opponent's shooting percentage down comes down to trust in your defensive scheme and then making the effort to challenge every shot.
That's right. What do you think?
Well, yeah, trust is a key word that Clark just mentioned, and I think the aggressiveness, the ability to close out on shooters, make your rotations, but really challenge those shooters. That's going to be key.
Right down low.
As Phoenix scores, as he scores his first basket of the game, as he will make it 11-0. Excuse me one moment, folks. I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh my god.
For three. It's good. Great play
No,
set up by
as
Wright.
Dallas gets on the board.
Somebody finally got a shot to go.
I was starting to get a little concerned for them. I mean, it hadn't been pretty to this point.
Unloads from 9.
As he misses again.
Mavericks trailed by 8. Butler on the wing. Defended by Childress. Butler is screen on Brooks. It's Butler that time on the assist by Premeire.
I love the finger roll.
Because right now, in Phoenix's mind right now, he said, I'm sick of Coach Gentry putting me as shooting guard all the time. Either he puts me a point guard, or I'm gone. And at this point right now, I think Phoenix right now could be out of Phoenix.
You're not winning if you're turning the ball over on a regular basis. It just doesn't work. They don't go together, winning and turnover.
And he gets a leave assignment. Thank you, Coach Gentry. As he scores with a post move score. So now he has 4 points. 4 points in the game, and Dallas calls the timeout.
And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
Yeah, I think they're a little better.
And there you see their mascot, which is Champ the Horse.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Phoenix, they're 6th best right now, looking to make a move up in the standings. And checking out Dallas, way down below.
Looking at the Suns.
As Coach Gentry calls him up back to the bench, and he's coming back with the Mavericks up 27-24, and this time around he'll be a shooting guard again, so Phoenix could be on his way out of Phoenix. As he makes a good pass to Dunn.
Brooks outside, fires for 3, gets it to go.
As the Suns tied the game up.
They won the season series a year ago. That was the way it went against most teams they faced.
True, they were a very hard team to get the.
And now he has to guard against Jason Terry.
The floor for the Suns. Wright, he's in a shooting guard. He's out there with Brooks. Andrew Fields out there.
As he's back at C- range again.
Brooks looks to Wright. And a foul on the shot.
Now person.
Here's what Phoenix has lined up on their schedule. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Really? That's the end of their homestand. That's the. Really? That's so Phoenix has a chance to take on Memphis. As he makes it. So now 5 points. As he makes them both.
Here's Bogle. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. It's Bogle on the wing. Takes a 3. Ace again. Fields with it. Averaging 9 points per contest. Stolen by Terry. To the paint, Marion. That's blocked.
As Phoenix gets the ball, he
Right, left side.
fouls it, and he goes back to the free throw line.
We got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
And he misses it as he's been moved to point guard. So this could be good news for Phoenix.
And Corey Brewers subbed in for Karan Butler. And then for Phoenix, Gortat's checked in for Milicic. Fry comes in for Dunk. And Dudley subbed in for Aaron Brooks. And he can't
Yep,
get the second one.
he's going to lose some teammate grade.
And they take the lead. Gortat's got his first 2 points of the night.
A tight game here. Neither team has been able to gain an upper hand on the backboard.
Well, both teams really getting after it inside. It's been an interesting battle.
Well, Phoenix is somewhat happy, but what's the point of you putting him there? He should be point guard all the time, not part-time point guard. As he misses, but he gets a good shot selection, so there's some bit of consolation right there.
Tough to win when the ball doesn't go in the hole. That was a team that was ice cold shooting the ball that night.
Well, Steve, shooting to me, shooting percentage is a function of the kind of shots you get. If you don't get good ones, you're not going to shoot a good percentage. That was their problem, poor shot selection.
Such a tough
And there's a blocking foul on Buibaugh. So that means free throws again? Are you serious?
That free throw missing.
They're not going away. They've been aggressive drawing contact.
Free throws are always a good way to get back into it, too. The clock isn't running. They can cut into that lead. They get their defense set up as well.
As he makes it. So he has 7 points so far in this game.
Opportunity to go 2 for 1 here if they want it.
Steve, let's see if they go for it.
Right side, Terry. Right up. And the layup call. Terry's got 10.
What an offensive display he's putting in.
And at this point, Steve, you got to put more pressure on him. Bring help and make him
And he
move
keeps
the ball.
getting blocked.
And they will hold for the last shot.
Yeah, good clock management is essential here.
The three from Bobois. And here comes the break. It's Fields outside.
And he fields the lane correctly, but
On the buzzer beater. Mavericks.
at the end of the half, the Mavericks lead the Phoenix 36-32. HP at the halftime.
Thanks for joining us for HP at the half with a terrific game going on at American Airlines Center. And a look now
Landry
at the
Fields
games that
leads
get
scoring
the
for
tip-off.
the Suns, while Group Wall leads for the Mavericks.
It'll be the Golden State Warriors up against the
Where did
Bobcats
Golden
in
State
Charlotte.
come from?
Starts
There's
time
no way we
7
can
o'clock
compete
Eastern.
with them.
And one game also on the docket out in Philadelphia. It's the 76ers against the Jazz. 7 p.m. Eastern tip time. And here's a look at the other NBA action around the league. The Los Angeles Clippers up against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Fans are eager for that rivalry game to get.
Thank you very much.
Now both sides have assessed what they need.
And they sent him out the entire second half, but the Mavericks win 88-83. As Phoenix earned some skill points because he committed no turnovers this time, which is a first. And he limited his matchup to 1 layup or dunk. Again, huge improvement. But right now, Phoenix is mad at Coach Gentry. In fact, he's going to be doing something kind of shocking after this press conference.
It was another rough fourth quarter for you guys, as you weren't able to seal the deal at the end of the game. Do you feel like your team lost this game, or the other team won it?
Coach Gentry didn't put me in.
I don't feel nothing. The game's over. It was a close one, and the balls didn't bounce our way in the end. I'm not going to get all upset about it at this point, or try to figure out exactly who should get all the credit. It's not worth it. I'm going to spend my energy on looking ahead to the next game and finding a way to make sure we do a better job then.
Well, you guys better get used to this, because this will be the model we might be. the final time you'll see Phoenix next to the Phoenix Suns logo. That's right. Phoenix has been is fed up with the way Phoenix has been trading him. And look, he's a millionaire now. He has $1 million. And he has decided that he wants to get out of here. Get out of Phoenix. So he has requested he's requesting another trade. And this time he has decided that his first choice will be hopefully joining Toronto, a lone Canadian team. Then his next choice will be the Denver Nuggets. And his third choice will be the Miami Heat. No, wait, no. The Atlanta Hawks. That's better. And that should just about do it in this episode. Come back next time for the next episode of the Phoenix Wright My Player, folks.